Just recently, the President of Mexico, Claudia Sheinbaum, confirmed that her cell phone was hacked. Not a random glitch, not a simple phishing scam, but a deliberate, targeted breach. She downplayed it, saying it was an old number she no longer used. But let's be real, the fact that a head of state's phone was compromised is a monumental event. I'm going to reveal the classified details of a presidential phone hack. I'm going to take you inside the layers of protection that failed and show you exactly how a determined, state-sponsored hacker could get in. I'm not talking about leaks or classified documents, but a forensic reconstruction of how the impossible could happen. I'm going to take the scattered fragments of a real-life incident and turn them into a clear, understandable story. My goal is to show you that the biggest vulnerabilities aren't in the tech itself, but in the human beings who use it. And by the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge to protect yourself like a head of state. To understand the hack, you have to appreciate the fortress. We'll start at the lowest level, the hardware. This isn't an off-the-shelf iPhone or Android. It's a custom-built piece of hardware and software so secure that hacking it should be impossible. These devices are often heavily modified or custom-built. The US President's phone, for example, is said to be based on a Google Pixel, but it's completely different under the hood. It's a secure, tactical communications device. Think of it like this. Your phone is a single-room apartment. It's got one door, one window. A presidential phone is a bunker. It has multiple blast doors, airlocks, and a secure perimeter. The hardware itself has features like a Titan M security chip, a dedicated microcontroller that verifies the integrity of the operating system every time the phone boots up. It's like a bouncer at the door, checking the ID of every digital visitor. If it detects even a tiny change, it can refuse to boot. Next, the software. This isn't the Android or iOS we know, it's a hardened version. Imagine taking a car and stripping out everything that isn't absolutely essential for driving. The radio, the air conditioning, the cup holders. That's what they do with the OS. All non-essential features, from third-party app stores to social media, are removed. The surface area for attack is minimized. Finally, the network. This is arguably the most secure layer. A presidential phone rarely, if ever, connects to a public network. It operates on a classified, dedicated government networks, like the Defense Red Switch Network, DRSN, or other highly secure systems. It's a closed loop, separate from the wild west of the public internet. So, how do you hack a device with hardware-level security, a locked-down operating system, and a completely private network? You don't go through the front door. You go through the people. The hack of the Mexican president's phone and other similar high-level breaches aren't the result of a single brute force attack. They are the culmination of a patient, multi-layered campaign. Let's imagine a hypothetical scenario, a case study based on real-world techniques. The attack begins not with the target, but with the builders. Long before the phone ever lands in the hands of the president, a state-sponsored hacking team might have a mole inside the company that supplies a crucial component. This mole plants a tiny, undetectable chip, a digital Trojan horse. This isn't a complex piece of malware. It's a dormant backdoor, a secret key that simply waits for a signal. It's the ultimate long con. This is a terrifying reality of modern security. If a device has been compromised at its point of origin, no amount of software or network security can stop it. The vulnerability is built into its very DNA. Every single piece of software has a flaw. It's a fact of life. A bug, an oversight, a line of code that doesn't do what it's supposed to. A zero-day exploit is a vulnerability that no one knows about, not even the developers. A top-tier hacking team could spend months, even years, to find a single one of these flaws. They then write a piece of code that exploits this flaw to gain unauthorized access. It's a skeleton key that opens a door no one knew was there. Imagine that even with all the security measures in place, the phone's hardened browser has a tiny flaw. The attacker uses a cleverly crafted website that, when visited, uses the zero-day exploit to gain remote access to the device. They don't need a password, they don't need a PIN. They just need the right key to the secret door. This is the part that applies to all of us, not just presidents. The Mexican president's case highlights this perfectly. Her publicly known old phone number was the entry point. The attackers didn't need to defeat a multi-million-dollar security apparatus. They just needed to exploit a weakness in her public-facing digital life. Let's go back to our hypothetical. The attackers have a trove of public information about the president's aides, family members, and trusted advisors. They use this information to craft a perfect, believable lie. The most common form of this is a deepfake phone call or a smishing attack. The aide receives a message that looks like it's from a trusted source, perhaps from an old number of a colleague. The message is urgent, a major event is unfolding, and they need to access a secure document now. To do so, they need a temporary login code, which they ask the aide to provide. In a moment of stress and urgency, the aide makes a simple, human mistake. They click the link, they provide the information. And just like that, the entire technological fortress is bypassed. The Mexican president's case isn't about a sophisticated zero-day exploit. It's a stark reminder of the social engineering threat. The attackers didn't need a high-tech solution. They just needed an old phone number that was still active. They knew it was a number that had been widely disseminated during her time as a delegate in Mexico City. They used public information to get around a secure system. This hack is so important because it happened shortly after Mexico handed over 29 drug cartel criminals to US authorities. It's no coincidence. It shows us that these attacks aren't random. They're often targeted, patient, and driven by a specific, real-world objective. The hackers used the human element, the fact that a phone number wasn't fully retired to access information and potentially send a message. It's a powerful lesson. The most secure technology in the world can be defeated by a single human oversight. The president of Mexico's case is a real-life example of a principle that cybersecurity experts have been screaming about for years. The human element is the weakest link. So, if a phone built for a president can be hacked, what does that say about the security of your phone, your digital life? The lesson here is that proactiveness toward digital security is key. Here is your presidential security checklist. Be a social engineer for yourself. Question everything. If a text message or email seems urgent, a little off, or asks you for information you wouldn't normally give, stop. Call the person from a known number. Verify. Urgency is the cybercriminal's best weapon. Enable two-factor authentication, 2FA, everywhere. This is the easiest, most effective security upgrade you can make. Even if an attacker gets your password, they can't log in without the code from your phone. It's a second blast door on your digital fortress. Keep your devices updated. Those annoying software updates aren't just for new emojis. They are critical patches that fix the zero-day flaws hackers are actively exploiting. Turn on automatic updates. Segment your digital life. Do what the Mexican president should have done. Use different phone numbers and emails for different purposes, a personal number for friends and family, and a separate one for public business. The fight for cybersecurity isn't about advanced technology and classified vaults. It's about vigilance, common sense, and protecting the human element. The real lesson of the presidential phone hack is that we are all on the front lines of this fight. In our modern, digitally connected world, the increasing number and complexity of cyber threats can be overwhelming. To effectively protect your most important data, you need specialized help. That's why you should visit us at Tileris.com. Here, our AI agents and powerful cybersecurity applications are ready to provide a complete defense for your digital life. Our cutting-edge technology excels at finding threats in real time, identifying weaknesses, and proactively stopping attacks. To begin securing your future, You can simply ask for a personalized demo or a professional consultation, and our experts will handle the rest. Don't wait for a data breach to happen. Take action now. Visit Tileris.com today to secure your digital life. Go right now and do one of these things. Set up two-factor authentication on a new account, or change a password to a strong passphrase. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you care about. We all need to be more vigilant.